microbiome is really a collection of bacteria that reside in your body, and they can reside in multiple organs. But when we're talking about the microbiome, we're mostly referring to what resides between your mouth all the way down through your stomach, your small intestine, and your colon. And for most people, they have a nice balance between all of that keeps them functioning normally and going about their day-to-day life. As we understand the microbiome even more, there's millions, billions of bacteria in there. We're learning that we need to be researching each of these strains individually, and not only looking at what that strain does, but how much of that strain is going to be healthy for you to take. When we talk about probiotics, what we're really saying are healthy bacteria that we want to reintroduce back into the GI system or your gut. A probiotic is a collection of the healthy bacteria, and they're typically taken in some kind of pill form or as a gummy, or sometimes you see people talking about taking it through perhaps like a yogurt. When someone asks me how to choose a probiotic, I let them know that they should look at the back of the box and look at the bacteria that are listed. Oftentimes the first bacteria that's listed is going to be the one that there's the most of. However, it's really important to know what the combination of all those bacteria are going to do when they get into your body. And so you want to go ahead and look up that kind of probiotic and see if there's any research about that combination of bacteria specifically. Align has a bacteria in it that there is some independent research and study about for helping with symptoms like bloating or gas that you may be experiencing. And there are independent studies that have looked at Align and the bacteria in it and how it can help with digestive issues. I think for a lot of people, it helps them feel more alert, more awake when they're eating foods in their day-to-day life. They're not suffering any kind of GI upset afterwards. And a lot of them tell me that they feel the probiotic is what's made a difference. I tell most of my patients that if you want to trial a probiotic, at minimum you should give it 30 days. And if you're not noticing any difference in 30 days, we can consider extending it. If you're noticing a benefit, great. And if you're feeling that maybe it's not for you, it's okay to stop it. The 1 month mark for a probiotic is really because I want to give the probiotic time to kind of slowly restore that balance in your gut. That's not going to happen by taking a single pill or taking it for simply just a week. So you may feel some bloating and gas in the first few days when you take a probiotic because your body is kind of adjusting to the introduction of those new bacteria in the probiotic. Currently in the United States, probiotics are not something that are prescribed by a physician or that you necessarily pick up from a pharmacist. Right now, there's a lot of probiotics out there that you can find on the shelves of any drugstores, and it can be oftentimes very confusing and a little bit overwhelming to determine which one of those is right for you. Well, I think there is definitely a benefit for a healthy person to take a probiotic. I think you may find that you'll benefit or you may feel even better after you take a probiotic, or it could be that simply that you don't end up having any digestive related issues if you take a probiotic. If you feel like you're doing well, that you feel that your microbiome is already healthy and balanced, taking a probiotic can continue to maintain that balance. I do believe probiotics work, and I actually have my own personal experience with probiotics. Before I was ever a gastroenterologist, I visited a gastroenterologist because I was having some GI-related issues. And on the recommendation of the gastroenterologist, they told me to try a course of probiotics. And for me, that made a world of difference, and my GI issues were resolved. The great thing about Align is that it's got a very specific bacteria in it that many other probiotics don't have, and that bacteria has really been put in the Align probiotic because it can help with both bloating and gas. So if you pick up a different probiotic, it's not going to have that bacteria that Align does. I think it's important to talk to a healthcare professional and find out if probiotics may be something that could help you with whatever issues you're having with your gut. Doctors feel comfortable with Align because there's some research and data that supports looking at the bacteria used in Align. So I think people feel comfortable using Align because they know it's been studied, and it's been studied for the uses that it's advertised for.